At any given time on the face of the planet, there are 3,750 active nuclear warheads. Now, these warheads are trained and aimed on different points of interest around the world, depending on what country controls them. But an even more interesting fact is that at any given time around the world, there are over 13,800 stockpiled nuclear weapons. A group of countries called the Big Nine is who controls them. These countries consist of America, France, Russia, Britain, China, Iran, India, and the list goes on. Now, the current policy America has towards nuclear weapons is there's only one. If Russia has it, we need it bigger and better. That's essentially the policy we hold right now. Right now, we're entered in what's called the START initiative. It is a treaty that controls the amount of active and stockpile, or active but not stockpiled, nuclear weapons that Russia, China, and America controls. Or I'm so sorry, China's not involved in the START initiative yet. What Russia is hoping to do, or what America's hoping to do with this, is allow the UN, Russia, and other countries to keep a visible eye on their stockpiled weapons and on their active nuclear weapons. It also allowed a new technical check regime to be put in place of the old START regime, or of the old SORT regime is what it was called. Now, a new nuclear weapons treaty has been put forth by the UN since 2017. It's called the TPNW. This is the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons. Now, what this does is it prohibits a country from obtaining, creating, or controlling nuclear arms, weapons, or anything that can be seen as a threat. Now, several countries have entered into this. None of the Big Nine have. None of them. Because what this treaty does is it essentially makes it illegal for any country to provide aid to any of the countries on the treaty who have not disarmed or non-proliferated. Now, for instance, America has tested nuclear weapons since the 40s. We initiated a nationwide mandate, I guess you could say, that made it illegal to test nuclear weapons above the surface of the earth in America. So we moved all of our testing into the Pacific Ocean, into a place called the Marshall Islands. Now, the Marshall Islands has been paid millions and millions of dollars in a recovery relief effort from our testing of nuclear weapons there. And it has done nothing. People from Marshall Islands still get sick. They are refugees. They are cancer patients, chemo patients. They are every kind of illness caused by radiation and nuclear fallout that you can imagine. These people have suffered from. And that's just from testing. Now, Russia tests as well, but Russia tests in the Siberian wastelands. Now, what the TPNW could do for us could provide a heightened sense of safety and community to America and the rest of the world from America, Russia, and China. America, Russia, and China right now are essentially in a second Cold War. They are all racing towards what's called a hypersonic missile. China just tested one a few months ago. Russia tested one a couple years ago, and we tested one a few years ago. Now, what this weapon does is it allows a super fast delivery of intercontinental ballistic missiles from Moscow to Oklahoma City was a 47-minute trip at the speeds that Moscow boasted at in 2019 after their hypersonic delivery system tests. The policy I'm proposing is that America, Russia, and China all disarm through means of the TPNW. The TPNW will allow them to take a successful and safe path to disarmament through the steps proven to have worked for different countries over the past 4 years. Thank you.